noticed, but you guys got the 20 wins once again with the win the other night, and it's 11 out of 14 for you, 3 in a row, and you talk about milestones and stuff. But just I know it's a round number, and you hope you have a lot left this year. But does it any significance again to add another 20 game win?
I mean, yeah, it's a great mark of our program, and you got to remember one of the years was 19 in COVID, and we played less games, so I guess you could almost count that one too. And so, yeah, absolutely, that's a huge milestone, and it's a lot of wins, and it always has been thought of as a great accomplishment. And especially with the schedule we played this year, to get to 20 wins, and it just seems like every one of them was a hard one to get.
How much do you think that schedule has helped you in the Mountain West? I mean, you didn't win as many games maybe as you wanted to, but it seems like it sharpened you up for the.
Yeah, it did, but it did is expose some of the things we needed to get better at, and you think and you think you can get better at those in practice, and you don't need to, but it makes it evident what you need to get better at, and because if you have the slightest chink in your armor, then you're gonna find it, and you might be able to cover it up with some 30-point wins at home, but you can't cover it up against the people we played.
You guys are now entering March. Obviously this is the time of year that you want to kind of peak and be playing your best. So where do you kind of assess the team is right now?
I think we're one of the, at this time of year, it's hard to have a team that's getting better, and it just feels like we are. I mean, I've seen improvement in a lot of things, and part of that is, you added a lot of new guys to, even though we had the big, good nucleus back. I think it took time to get everybody to know their role, where they're comfortable, what they're good at, all those things. And so I just feel like we are one of the maybe minority there as of a team that's still getting better.
These next 3 games, all against teams that, are playing for the NCAA tournament. Does it kind of have a tournament feel right now?
I mean, we're not looking next 3. We're looking at Saturday, and we know we got a team coming in that's really, really talented, really good. They're well coached. There's not, when we went and played them down there, they were coming off, they were 18-3 and as good as anybody in the country, and it's just the Mountain West. That you're playing a lot of good teams, and there's gonna be you got to play a great game every night to compete.
You've been in that spot where you had a loss and then you had to sit for a week with the bye. I mean, that's what they obviously had to do.
Yeah.
What do you expect, I guess, from them coming in tomorrow?
Their best. I mean, even you look at how we played after the bye, especially when you get a bye in February. It's wow, is it powerful? And I know how much we needed it at the time, and they're probably the same way. And so we'll see the best New Mexico team Saturday. That's what we're counting on.
I know you're focused only here and now, but I mean, in your opinion, have you done enough to earn a tournament bid, or do you think you need to win one of these next 3 to guarantee it?
No, I mean, I don't know. We don't get into see everything, you see nothing. I said that last night on Bob's show. See one thing and you see everything, and our one thing is New Mexico. That's it. But if we look at all that stuff, that's just all noise, and we can't control any of it. And we're just doing our jobs and excited to. I mean, it's a neat deal too. I mean, I don't remember a game being sold out this early, and that's exciting. And I hope we do that Tuesday. I know it's a late game, but senior night, let's get that sold out early. These guys deserve it, and it's our last home game, and on and on and on. And we'll address that later, but it comes quick. Sell it out now. I mean, get your tickets now, or you might not get in. And let's, I'll write notes to any young kids that need to miss school, all that stuff. Or even, if your employer would like a note, it says, please excuse so-and-so from work. So, I mean, it's not a problem with media. Media is like rock stars. They get up about 11 when the sun is warm, go down to the go down to the Quickie Mart and get cheese prinas and chicken and right, like rock stars. That's yeah, exactly.
How are the players approaching this stretch? Are they talking about ending the season against 3 of the better teams in the conference?
No, we're approaching this as we're just enjoying every minute, This is a unique group, and we have good perspective about, I've coached a long time. My assistants have coached a long time. To have a group that's this great to be around every single day, and that's fighting to get better every single day. It's so unique from top to bottom. Everybody's doing their job at the highest level, and we're helping each other, and it's just a joy to come to work. I mean, it sounds, I don't know, but whatever it sounds, it's true, and so we're embracing every second we get together, and we'd like these seconds to go on for a long, long time. That's when you have something special like this, and you have enough perspective to know you have something special. It makes it even better.
Actually, full part of my question, but I mean, it seems like you've had teams where there was just cliques or guys that weren't part of maybe the whole team at times. It just felt like just a weird vibe down the stretch. But it just seems like there's not one guy that doesn't like joking or talking to one guy at
Yeah.
practice or in the hotel lobby. Or
Right.
It just seems like it's, and maybe I'm off base on previous teams, but
No, that what you're saying is just what happens. It's group dynamics. I mean, you're not going to get everybody. I mean, everybody gravitates to guys that's always happened everywhere. And, that's okay as long as it doesn't carry over on the way you play. But it's natural. And this is a unique group. They just all like to hang out with each other, different guys, different backgrounds, all kinds of, doesn't mean any of those other teams. We had great chemistry. We've always had great chemistry, and, some better than other, it just the way it is with teams. But I don't remember a team where we had this, where they, like you said, they just all hang out together. They do a lot together. They care for each other. They care about each other. They're always looking out for each other, and it's pretty neat. And this day and age, where everyone's got personal agendas, to be involved in a group that everybody puts the most important thing first. And then, we have a roadmap for everybody's success, but they all put, the team goals first. And that's what I love.
especially late in the season too. And it seems
Yeah.
like sometimes there were just weird vibes going into the end of the season or the tournament where it just didn't feel right, at least to me sometimes. And then you look at this group though, and you're getting better, and the guys like each other and want to stay together. I mean, is this the right time of year you want that to all be clicking?
Absolutely. And, you look, it's a long season. And, sometimes with a lot of teams and individuals, it doesn't go the way they planned it. There's a lot of teams that want to be done. Not this one. And I'm not talking about our past teams. I'm talking about all over the country. There's a lot of teams that are like, all right, enough. So,
What's the greatest challenge in defending New Mexico? Because when I look at their five at start, I think you make a case on a given night, anybody could be the leading scorer for them. So what's the biggest challenge when you have a team that has that many explosive people?
yeah. Well, back to your thing too. That it's a product of our culture too. We work hard at what we do, and we work hard at building all that stuff that matters. And it's a credit to our guys, but we go and recruit guys that can add value to our culture, not fit into our culture, but add value to it. And we got a lot of guys that do that. And so I think that's a difference maker of, it takes a long time to keep building that and keep building that and keep building that. And in the portal, you recruit these guys and you maybe don't get 5 years to know them like the old days of recruiting. And so you got to really do your research in a hurry. And the guys we've brought in have, been perfect fits and added a lot to this program. And that's why we have what we have. So to Bob's question, with so many weapons, that a lot of these great teams in the league have that. Yeah, and these guys certainly have that. A lot of different guys that can do it, and each of them have their own individual strengths, and so do we, though. So it's just two really good teams, I think, that will be teeing it up on Saturday.
You've talked in the past about how many good veteran guards there are in this conference. You're going to face 3 of them on Saturday. What's the key to controlling the pace of the game when you're facing that kind of experience on the back end?
Well, they're just so explosive. I mean, when they're clicking, this team is they're as fast as anybody in the country, and not only in tempo, but just in pure speed. I mean, if there was a 400-meter relay in college basketball, I think they're the number one ranked team, and that's that they go from one end to another really, really fast, and then their tempo's fast too. So yeah, they are a explosive team.
You mentioned kind of being basketball junkies enjoying this time of year, but I mean, tomorrow this is one of the biggest games in the country. It's a sellout crowd. It's going to be, national.
Mhm.
How exciting, how much fun is it to wake up on a day like that and then to get here and be a part of
Yeah.
like I said, one of the biggest games in the country?
Especially in March. I mean, you have all kinds of big games throughout the year, but that's what you want. You want your program to be relevant in March, and here we go. So it's awesome, and it's great how our community's getting that and understanding it and supporting it, and it means the world to us.
With what Tyson's been doing in scoring, both volume and efficiency, especially the huge last month of February, does he ever surprise you with what he's doing, or is it kind of an expectation that a player of his caliber would?
I mean, I had a vision of what Tyson would be, and when we first started recruiting him, and you share that vision with a kid and tell him here's what, and then when it goes almost exactly as planned, it's pretty rewarding, because that's what you want in recruiting. You want to be able to deliver more than what you promised, and I think with Tyson it's both. He's delivered more and we've delivered more, and it's a match made in heaven, kind of. I mean, just to have him every day part of this team and a leader and all the stuff he does it's so appreciated, and because he's so consistent with it, you almost take it for granted once in a while, and you can't ever do that because it's pretty special.
You gonna get a chance to see Pocatello this
Yeah.
weekend?
As soon as we're done, I'm heading out. Yep.
Very cool. You looking forward to anything specific in seeing Julian?
I always pause for a second, okay, a recruit, can I talk about yeah, I forget, he's signed, yeah. Yes, I had to think for a second because sometimes I could get caught. No, he's had a tremendous year, like I thought he would, and he's just a special guy that he's going to add a lot to this program, another guy, and it's neat to get another Idaho kid, and it's exciting to, I wish I could. If they win today, I think the championship's at the same time as ours, basically. And so, yeah, you'd like to be out there watching every single game, but they understand that next year I'm not going to leave him or leave him and the team to go watch some other kid that's not, the team is the focus, no doubt. But we're so excited to get him here, and he wants to win a state championship, and I hope they can get that done for Julian.
There's so much talk on the transfer portal, but you got him and what Peanut's doing, and then you look at last year with bringing in Andrew and Chris
Yeah.
and stuff. I mean, I know you call yourself a developmental program still and trying to get. I mean, you got to be pretty pleased, I guess, with the last couple of years of recruiting.
No doubt, because we're not going to take 7 freshmen every year. Remember that one year I did that, and way back before the portal, and that class changed this program. Drimmick, Marks, Iggy, all those guys. 7 freshmen, that'll never probably happen again. Not here with me, and so we're really, really particular and exclusive of which freshmen we take, and man, we couldn't be more pleased. But we knew we were getting there too. It's not like, we'd watched both those kids since they were little. It was kind of like a Tyson deal, and and so then with the guys we got this year, people forgot about Chris Lockett. You wouldn't believe the improvement he's made. He's going to be a guy that helps this program and helps this team and has a great career here. And I don't know if we've had a red shirt that's moved him or changed himself and changed his body and worked as hard as he has and has been his focus. Because it's, the games are a long ways in his future in his mind, but they're not. And he took advantage of every day. So we got a lot of good young guys that we're excited about.